Evening, giving unto God, pastors and everyone is here. The title of this poem is called I. Today I see you in a place that's not for you. I whisper in your ear, but you are too far gone for you to hear. I try to show you I miss you more each day. I show you insight of things that's coming your way. But you are too busy telling me to leave you alone when I try to show you that the world you're in will soon be gone. So I send someone with a word from me, but your blinders refuse to let you see. I try to show you that show you that I'm your lifeline, and only with me, salvation you will find.
Bless him for a great day. Come on, once again, we'll put the hands together. Shout out to him. Such a wonderful day that he allowed us to be able to see. We have our health, our strength, in our right minds. We are sitting here today. Do we not deserve all the glory, the honor, and the praise? I just want to thank him for this opportunity to be able to be not just here in the midst of all of you in this place of worship, but also to be on planet Earth. I thank him for allowing me to be on planet Earth, to behold his beauty of his hands once again, of this world that he spoke some millions or trillions of years ago, that he formed and shaped this planet and put us in it. Amen? So I want to thank him for it. Every time when I go out and I see a day, which all of it is great, but I see a day that just touches my soul, and I just, Lord, you have done yourself again. I mean, look at this day. It can be rainy, it can be cold, it can be snowy. It doesn't make a difference what day it is, but it's just an opportunity that I have to say thank you for a day. You outdone yourself again. I tell you, I give you all your glory and honor, give you the props and the shout out to you, let you know you the man. Ain't nobody can be like you, can't nobody touch you, they can't even come close to you. Y'all don't hear me. But I just allow my mouth to open up and speak. And say some things that need to be said. Because I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. What is the power of God to salvation to everyone that believes, to the Jews first, also to the Greeks. Therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith. Say, neighbor, what are you living on? He said the just shall live by faith. What you living on? I just want to ask the question, what you living on? Do you know what you're living on? Y'all don't hear me. You didn't see that one coming, did you? Oh, got blindsided again. Amen. I thank God. I am happy. Amen. I am happy in my soul. We're going to go very quickly into this word. Isaiah 14th chapter, verse 12. See, we'll put it on the screen in a few minutes. Amplified. Yeah, she's already there. Amen. All right. Say, neighbor. It's a good thing. To be here today. With you. With you. Amen. Amen. We are going along in the year 2018. And we just thank the God for allowing us to go to the threshold of 17 to 18. Yes. And there was something I've been dealing with in 17 that hit my mind, that I look at and I say, okay, Lord, I believe that you put this on in my spirit. So we're going to teach about this. We're going to talk about this thing. We're going to deal with this thing. But however long that you give it to me, until I run out of scriptures or words or whatever, come first. But it's something I want to talk about tonight. Something I want to deal with, because this is a subject that I feel like. No, I ain't going to say feel like, because sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. And ain't no nut tonight. But it's something I know that we kind of take for granted. We casually talk about it and deal with it and move on. But we don't allow ourselves to be aware of its surrounding. Everybody talk spiritual. I saw AP just twisted her mouth and said, "You sure right." And them old folks do that, twist that mouth. "You sure right." She on that head. So, in other words, you hit it right on the nail, boy. Keep on talking, come on. So, a lot of times, we deal with people every day that talk spiritually. They have these spiritual sayings that they think if I meet you and say something to you, that it'll impress you that I'm spiritual and that I'm saved and I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. Come on. And the Bible even talks concerned about those people that sometimes are considered as being counterfeit. And they talk. How do a Christian look? How do a Christian dress? When does we get to the point in our lives that we are on a borderline of being Christian-like or world-like? Come on. Yeah. Well, we know what the world looks like. But if the question is, how close are we as Christians coming to look like the world? That's I don't say that. Ain't nobody saying that to me. All right. How do we dress? How do we talk? How do we congregate? How do we know when we are about over the borderline? Now understand, you still in the world. I'm not saying that. You still in this world. You still rubbing elbows with folks that ain't saved. You still have to deal with things and issues that come upon you that you yourself trying to overcome. Everybody saying that. Dealing with past issues and past issues that become present temptations or present conflicts in our lives. So therefore, we still have to deal with some things, but as a Christian, are supposed to be Christian, one that say they're saved and the Lord is in us. When does it come to me that I feel like a lot of things that I have to deal with, I believe I had overcome, but yet I'm in denial that it has overcome me? Oh. Come on now. Yes, sir. Help us tonight. In order for Satan to break in to our secret places, he has to, as we look at people nowadays, make us think that he's our friend. Smile in your face. All the time you want to take your place and back. Stand. Because your enemy can be closer than what you think.
Yes. All right.
And if you ain't careful, you could be the enemy.
Amen. Yes, yes.
It's because we are in denial of this present thing that's in the world that we have to deal with every day. And that thing is sin. We're talking about sin.
Yes.
S-I-N. Sin. I'm going to try to stay still. We're going to keep getting up. Turn that thing. I'm going to try to stay still. Okay. I'm going to watch myself. Sin. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about sin. Something that's so forever present. Something that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Something that if you're not careful, you'll find yourself in. And then something that you're in, but you deny in the denial that you're in it.
That's right. Yeah.
Because, ain't no big sin, little sin, small sin. No, we come to the realization in our mind that we categorize sin. We put sin in a category concerning about what we think sin is. And the Bible said that all unrighteousness is what? Sin. All unrighteousness. Well, what is right? What is unrighteousness? Anything that's in right standard with God. Well, what is right? Well, what is wrong? Anything on opposite side of right is wrong.
Yeah.
Anything on the opposite side of right is wrong. So how often am I wrong?
All right.
And how often is God right? Because God is right all the time.
Yes, sir.
And I can be wrong a whole lot of times, but think I'm right. Even the Bible says there's a way to seem right unto a man, but the end thereof is a way of all you just mess yourself up. Let's look at sin. Sin already exists before mankind. Sin already exists.
Come on. Yes,
Before. Man, when I say mankind, I'm talking about us as individual, or us as a human race of people. Because it was through man that God brought out woman. And together, man and woman created and produced a child that kept course of time, which brought up generations and brought up nations and things of this nature. So now we spread all over the whole wide world. We are mankind. So whenever you hear the word mankind, or I say mankind, I ain't just talking about men in general. I'm talking about men and women and everything else up under it.
Yes, yes.
Teenagers and children, hello here. Because we are mankind. We have entered into a world that the forces of evil is in power. Now you will hear that called often when I say that. We have entered a world, might be in a different way, but it's going to be the same. We have entered in a world that evil is in power.
Yes, it is.
Sin is not a skin problem. It's not an economical problem. It is not a social problem. But sin is a soul problem. I said sin is not a skin problem. It is not an economical problem. It is not a social problem. But sin is a soul problem.
Yes.
Don't you fool yourself. You ain't no better than the person sitting beside you.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
And the only difference between you and the crackhead and the hooker or the prostitute or the gangbanger or the liar or the thief is that you decided to make Jesus Christ your Lord.
Come on. Come on.
You came to him weary, wounded, and sad,
Yes.
and believing that if you believe, like the Bible said in Romans 10, 9, and 10, that if you shall confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus Christ and believe in your heart that God has risen him from the dead, you shall be saved. You gave up your mess to be with the best. That's the only difference.
Yes.
It's a choice.
Yes.
A choice was the only difference. Because the Bible says, whosoever will. That means you got to make a choice.
Yes, sir.
It's so unfair. It ain't right. I have to deal with something. And I have to cause the Lord.
Yes.
Isaiah 14:12 says, everything has a beginning. Keep telling you that everything has a beginning. Everything has a beginning. Sin has a beginning. Yeah. Isaiah 14:12 said, how have you fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Ain't nobody saying it to me. Lucifer. And you know, it bothers me that people call Satan Lucifer, but that ain't his name no more. Because sometimes when you script from your rank, you script from your title.
Come on.
Ain't nobody saying that.
Come on.
Let me rephrase that. When you script from your rank, you script from your title, and that's all the time.
Yes.
I can't call you Sergeant Major no more, you lost them stripes. I can't call you Lieutenant, you lost them stripes. I can't call you Captain when you lost them stripes. So he lost his stripes. He lost his position. And Lucifer is the light bringer and day star, son of the morning. That's what he would characterize as. But when he lost that, he became Satan, devil, deceitful, a dragon, murderer. When you lose all that's decent in you, they give you a name. Like hooker, slut.
Yes. Yes.
Thief, adultery. Hello there. Womanizer, man chaser, gold digger.
Yeah. Help us.
It says here, the same passage of scripture, how you have been cut down to the ground. You who weaken the land, lo, the nation, O blasphemous, satanic king of Babel. Verse 13, and you said in your heart. This is what you said. In your heart. That God already saw Because it lets me see here, it talks about his heart. It didn't say nothing about what came out your mouth.
Come on.
See, what's in your heart?
Come on now. Yes.
What is you hiding that you don't want to say? But if you know you say, it'll get you in trouble. It'll make you, as they would say, lose faith with people. But the Bible says, guard your heart, for out of it are the issues of what? Life. And you can't allow people to get to your heart. When folks get to your heart, then you start harboring stuff from your mind that has trickled down in your heart concerning about how you feel. Ain't nobody saying that to you. And once the mind and the heart get together, and if they coincide or if they keep on courting one another for a long time, then the mouth gonna get involved. Because the mouth gonna say what the mind thought, and the heart, ain't nobody saying that to me. That the heart has already said, this is it, and this is how I feel, and the mouth said, well, let me release.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
So this is how an archangel, one of the highest ranking angels in glory, next to Michael, thought in his heart concerning about the one that has created him.
Yeah.
Sometimes people can't handle power.
That's right.
And just because you're a candidate don't mean that you got the qualifications to handle
Yes.
what somebody feel like or think that you're capable of handling, but when they see how you embrace it, power will mess up a whole lot of folks. Power over people, power over money, power over positions, power over making decisions, power over running different type of organizations. Power has destroyed a lot of people. And what gets me a lot of time is that when you start off humble.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all good.
Yes, sir.
And you let those ponies, you let those people, the hearsays and outsiders and insiders and those folks begin to talk to you and tell you, girl, you got it going on. Man, whoo, you the one, you the big boss.
Yeah.
And then we forget why we was here or there, and then we start to look at ourselves instead of what we need to do.
Come on.
We lose focus on the vision that we was part of. And then your vision and my vision ain't the same no more. Because now I see my vision in yours.
Come on.
What happened in a lot of churches when they split up? Because we ain't on the same page no more. But I ain't gonna let you stop me. Because I got a vision out of your vision. But get this now. But when I leave, I ain't gonna go and just find folks that ain't a part of your vision. I'm gonna leave with folks in your. Okay.
Come on.
So I can establish my own vision by breaking off a piece of your vision. So that lets me see that we're nothing but copycatters of the original. Who's the original? Satan. Okay, since I heard somebody say it slightly, How you know? What you talking about? I don't know about that. Let me continue to keep on reading. Show you my part. When I get to that part, I'm going to say, whoop, there it is.
Okay.
And he said in his heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mountain of the assembly in the uttermost north. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will make myself like the most high. Did you miss that point? I will make myself. I'm my own man. I'm my own man. Nobody make me. I make things happen because I'm somebody. I don't like the way you running things. I'm going to start another thing. And see, yours might be the corner block of High Lane. But I'm going to say the corner block of High Lane to the north. Why you want my woman, man? Why you want my wife, woman? My husband, woman? You can say that too. Ain't no sister you say, no. And nowadays you can go any kind of way you want to go. Flip it, it'll be the same. Ain't nobody saying to me, because I find out somebody want everybody. You might not want them, but he wants you, she wants you, they want you.
Yeah.
You want it and don't even know it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody standing to me. These are the words that Lucifer, from the beginning of time, had put in his heart concerning about the position that God himself had put him in. After he had rode a ride and been there for who knows how long, because in eternity there is no time. But after he was over so much and did so much and felt like he had so much power and so much angels was up under him, that he decided that he wanted to be higher than what he was.
Yes, yes.
Understand this. I made you. I put you where you are. So how you going to be better than the daddy? How you going to be better than the leader?
Come on.
How you going to be better than the creator? Because you got a taste of what it feels like to have some power. Well, then that lets me fall down to what? Sin. Sin is lawlessness or transgression. It's a violation of a what? Known law. You can't create nothing or have nothing and don't have no orders.
Come on.
Rules, regulations, structure.
Yes.
Of God's will, either by omitting to leave out or less unmentioned to fail to perform or fall to include, to do what God's law requires, or by doing what is forbidden, by thought, word, or deed. So anytime you break something that is a known law, then you're wrong.
Yes. Yes.
You missed it. We all When you came to this world already had rules and regulations
Yes, sir.
that you have to live by. You gonna get your driver's license, they're gonna teach you the laws of the road. We call them the laws of the land, because this is what man has structured. It tells you stop at a stop sign, stop at a red light. It tells you red means stop, yellow means slow down, and green means go. You can't go on red. You can't slow down on green. And you sure can't stop on yellow. Because you want to change it. This is what I feel like this should be. But you were born in a society that already had rules and regulations that you have to learn how to abide by. When you came to that house, they had rules, they had regulations, they told you what to do, what not to touch, where to go, what time to come in. And when you violated those known laws, it was consequences behind the action.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Because we had adapted to the environment that we are living in, or that we came up in, because that is the way. Well, I got news for you. What's the difference between that and God's law? You were born in the world, and you did not know what is expected. You did not know concerning about the rules and the regulations, and you have to learn. Oh, but somebody got to you first before you got saved. And they call that the devil. We'll get back to that in a few minutes. I'm still on the downfall. Revelation 12 and 7. And through 12. Revelation 12, 7 through 12. Okay. Well, Satan wanted to be like God. He had made up in his mind that he would be like the Most High. And God did a nod. Michael, boys, huh? And the Bible said that then war broke out in heaven. Because somebody wanted to be like God. They call that a rebellion, revolt. Somebody trying to take something by force that belongs to somebody else.
All right. All right.
Michael and his angels went forth to battle with the dragon and his angels. Whoa, 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 there it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now when you start off, it was just you.
Yeah.
But Revelation 12 said to battle, oh, you lost your name. It ain't Lucifer no more. Now they call you the dragon. And you ain't by yourself no more. It says with his who angels are they? You didn't make them.
Yeah.
How come you trying to influence folks that you ain't had nothing to do with coming in? Everybody want a posse.
Yeah.
Say, neighbor, who riding with you? Verse 8, but they were defeated, and there was no room found for them in heaven any longer. Did you think?
Yeah.
Did you really think that the dragon, Satan, was going to defeat God? Really? Where did sin begin? Ain't nobody saying that to them.
Yeah.
When you tell folks that, they're like, you got it. Like, huh? What? Because everybody has a picture of everything, a place of peace and tranquility, a place of love and perfectness. The sun is shining, the street paved with gold. But baby, there was a battle before all your damn. Man, there was a battle before the God, or maybe during the time that God was for. I don't know, but all I know is this: it was war in heaven. Because somebody didn't want to follow orders. I'm trying to tell you where sin started, how sin came here. But they were defeated. And the huge dragon was cast down out, that age-old serpent. That age, this joke is old. How you think you're going to trick the devil? You can't trick no trickster.
You sure right.
The devil got more game than Papa, brother.
You sure right.
And the truth be known, he's so slick and so bad, he keeps giving you the same thing.
Yes.
You see it coming and still fall for it.
Yeah.
Yes. You sure right.
It takes you 10 years to adapt to the same thing you've been falling to, and then when you're on the 11th year, he brings something new
Yes.
Yeah.
You want it.
and get you with that.
Yes.
And ride that for 5 more years.
Yes.
But we smart, intelligent human beings.
We
Ain't straight to no ghosts. The old serpent who is called devil and Satan, he who is a seducer, deceiver of all humanity, the world over, he was forced out and down to the earth, and his angels with an S behind it was fly along with it. Get out of here. Verse 10, then I heard a strong, loud voice in heaven say, how is it has come, the salvation and the power and kingdom, the dominion, the reigns of our God and the power, the sovereignty, the authority of his Christ, the Messiah, for the accuser of the brethren, he who kept bringing before our God charges against them day and night, has been cast out. Verse 11, and they had conquered him, by means of the blood of the Lamb and by the utterance of their testimonies. For they did not love and cling to life, even faith with death, holding their lives cheap, till they to die for the witness. Verse 12 is what I want to look at. Therefore, by glad exulting, O heaven and you that dwell in them, but woe to you, O earth. Where you live at?
Earth.
I can't hear nobody. Where you live at?
Earth.
Where you live at?
Earth.
Earth and sea, for the devil has come down to you.
Yeah.
In spite of spirit. He mad as hell. But that's his home.
Yes.
He mad at the place he stays.
Yes.
Because he knows that he has only a short time left. Think somebody say, ooh, you in trouble. You know how you do when somebody mess up and you know mama and them coming?
Yes.
You say, ooh, you in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you knew they was in trouble, you going to tell them.
Yep. Yep.
Luke 10 and 18 says this. I think Luke 10 and 18 to me is a confirmation because it says this. Jesus said to his disciples, I saw Satan falling like lightning, flashing from heaven. So you were there. He was kicked out. It didn't say that he was kicked out to Venus. It didn't say he was kicked out to Saturn or the moon. But he was kicked out to Earth. So no. You mean to tell me Earth was already there? Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
But Lord, why you send him down to us?
Yeah.
Why couldn't he just fly out into the mist? Kick him into one of them wormholes or something? But he came down to earth. Anybody saying that? Now we're in trouble. Because this is where sin begins. We are part of a fight that we ain't got nothing to do with.
Yes.
You know how folks disrespect and treat your child wrong, and your child ain't got nothing to do with it, but they're just trying to get back at you because it's your child. So if I do something to your child, I'm hurting you.
Right.
And your child is innocent
But that's your
of everything that's going on. Sin has hit the world. And now it's game on.
Yes, it is.
It's game on, baby. Don't you fool yourself. It's game on. Now, you might have been saved and pulled out of the world, but you still living in this world. And one time or another, we did some things that Satan had influenced us to do. And you don't think he ain't mad at you now? Because you made a decision not to do it no more. And you ran with him. You partied with him. You rode in the car with him. You cussed with him. And when you were in a fight, he was right there boosting you on. And he set you up with those so-called lovers you thought love you. And you was in love with until they got you pregnant. Nobody. Or until they gave you a disease. Or until you found out that she had more than one man. You weren't the only one paying the rent because you were paying the rent. Somebody else was paying the light bill. Somebody was paying the car note. Somebody was taking her to the movie. Somebody was taking her to Red Lobster. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. Somebody was taking her to dinner. Hello here. Somebody was buying the weed to go on her head. Somebody put up the cool glasses she got on. You ain't the only one paying the bill. And when we came into the knowledge of that what we was doing was wrong, and that we were sinners, and we were committing sin, and we want to be delivered and saved from that, and we changed the course of our life, you made an enemy for life.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Game over.